Real world, technology can't save you.
Good morning, people. This is Tony rey-no coming at you from Two Wheel for Fun once again. Well, if you haven't noticed by now, probably two previous videos you've watched, you've probably seen the same scenario, the same freeway. Yeah, I'm doing all this in the same day. I'm just in the mood to vlog, to get my mind off of a tax situation that I'm going down to resolve, hopefully. But today's conversation, let's talk about tech on a motorcycle. Does it make you a better rider? Is it good for beginner riders? And I bring that up because I know back in the day, man, all we had was the throttle and the brake. The throttle was your cruise control. The brake was your traction control. And you got on the bike and you turned that throttle and you're headed up the road. If you wanted to go fast, you whacked on the throttle. If you wanted some traction control, you would either downshift, feel that engine kicking in, or you would either give some braking, you know what I mean? That's traction control. When you're going around the turn and you know you're going in too hot, from back in the day anyway, you know you're going in too hot, hey, you gotta commit. So all you can do is just look into the turn and grab your cojones and maybe twist on that throttle or apply as much braking as you can before you dip in. You know, that was our traction control back in the day. But now, these days, modern motorcycles, they have all that for you. If you're going in a little bit too fast, and if the bike senses that you're getting ready to slip out, you know the bike automatically decreases engine power to the rear wheel. That's traction control for today. You know, so it kind of manipulates the bike so you can kind of, you know, that it will aid you in getting through that turn safely. Now remember, people, I said aid you, not get you through. So the bike doesn't take over and automatically, you know, becomes the rider. You know, with all of this technology, you still have to do your part in motorcycling. You know, I mean, it's just the way it is, you know. And I started earlier with saying, is it too much tech? Do we need all of this? And you know, in some instances we do, but I think, and this is my own personal opinion, all of this tech, it kind of dumbs down the rider, or it is dumbing down the rider. I mean, and hey, I can even include myself in that scenario, because it's a lot of times, man, I'm just rolling, and next thing I know, I feel the bike, you know, do either slow down or do something that is like, oh, okay, that was not within my control. Because either I was, you know, not thinking I was going into a curve too hot, but I actually was. And, you know, by the way the bike sensed all these sensors on the bike, it kind of takes over. And now, where that's a problem is, let's say you're a new rider and you have, let's say, a BMW with all of this worldwide tech on it. And you have a friend who has a CX-14, and you know, let's say an old school CX-14, one that was prior to all of this tech, and you don't have traction control, you don't have all these other little doodads that he may have, and you get on this bike and take it for a test run. Well, guess what? That CX-14 will hand you your ass. You know, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Again, throttle hand, brake hand. That was our traction control. You know, that was our speed sensor. You know, the throttle hand was the different power modes of the bike. You know, when it was dry, you put it in full power mode by whacking on that throttle. When it was raining, you put it in rain mode by rolling off the throttle, you know? But these days, the bikes have all of those modes. You can hit a button to put it in rain mode that reduces the power. You can have econ power when you want to save on gas, you know? So the rider doesn't have to think about that as much. Well, not a new rider anyway. If you're an old rider from back in the day, you have the best of both worlds. You know, it's kind of like maps and GPS. You know, the new gen people, especially younger kids, and I can say that because I'm 56 years old. But you know, some of these young kids, you pull out a map, they're like, "What the hell is that? How can you tell which way you're going?" You know, I'm talking about the paper map where we used to be on the side of the road, navigating the route, you know, looking for twisty roads. They don't need to do that these days. All they got to do is just punch a coordinates or punch a direction in the GPS and hit go. And some GPSs will even let you differentiate between the fastest route, the most economical route, and the twisty route. You know, like for me, like for my other bike, I have a TomTom Rider 500, or is it TomTom Rider 550? I can't recall the number, but that thing, it gives you all types of scenarios for how you want to ride. And that has gotten me into some trouble. Actually, it has gotten myself and Michael Karen in some trouble. Well, I don't want to say it got Mike in trouble because he was on his, I think at the time, his Yamaha, was it an MT09 or FJ09? One of the two, but so he could have handled everything. But I was on my 2016 Honda Goldwing at the time and got on this dirt road up about 4,000 or 5,000 feet. We were losing daylight, and I'm like, what in the hell? But it's not the GPS fault because, hey, I followed the GPS blindly. When I first noticed the road turning from tarmac to dirt, I should have turned around. But oh no, the GPS said go this way, so I'm going this way. Yeah, so again, people, technology, it's there to aid and assist you. It's not there to do the complete job for you. So, you know, you as the rider, you still have to use the biggest piece of technology at your disposal, which is your brain. You know, so although you may have all these doodads turned on, traction control, the power module, blinker safety, all that stuff, you know, you still have to handle the motorcycle, you know what I mean? So don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted and think that it's there to take over, you know what I mean? So that's all I got to say on this particular vlog, people. So you guys, as always, chime in, let me know what you think about tech. Is it too much? Do we need more? Or is it what it is and people just need to continue to use common sense? You guys let me know in the comment below. Comment or drop a video yourself, or, you know, however you like. Have fun, people. This is Tony Rey-no, Two Wheel for Fun. You know, the site I created for the simplicity of the ride. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.